Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is about 16 oral manifestations of coronavirus. Now if you want to read about these in detail, I have given some resources in the description box below. According to a new study, nearly half of the COVID-19 victims suffer from the oral symptoms during the course of the infection. Experts now point that a lot of these oral symptoms, which may come up days prior to the other signs, may go unnoticed. Presence of the virus in the oral cavities and mouth tissues may contribute to a bigger transmission role for COVID-19. Now, it could also potentially add to the evidence that people without symptoms, that is, asymptomatic ones, could still greatly cause the spread of the disease via modes like talking or breathing when they open their mouth. We already know that ACE2 receptor, that is angiotensin converting enzyme receptor, are the primary target site for COVID-19 virus to attack. Now these ACE2 receptors are commonly found in lung, liver, kidney, gastrointestinal tract, on the epithelial surface of sweat gland, and on the endothelia of dermal papillary vessels. Now, a new study found that cells of the salivary gland, tongue, and the tonsils carry abundance of ACE2 receptor and an enzyme called transmembrane protease serine 2, that is TMPRSS. Now, this enzyme and the ACE2 receptor allow the COVID-19 virus to fuse its membrane with that of the host cell and slip inside. Now with this background, I will briefly review the important and new oral manifestations which are associated with COVID-19. Since almost all of these oral findings appear at asymptomatic phase of the disease, identification of these oral symptoms can help to timely diagnose the main disease. First important oral manifestation is gingival inflammation and necrotizing periodontal disease. COVID-19 disease severity has been linked to an immune dysregulation leading to a hyperinflammatory state and an increased level of inflammatory mediators known as cytokine storm. Periodontal disease is currently being examined as a possible contributing disease towards the COVID-19 severity. This periodontal disease can increase level of circulating cytokines, particularly interleukin-6, which has been implicated as one of the major interleukins leading to the cytokine storm. Now, a study recently reported that patients with COVID-19 and pre-existing gum disease were 3.5 times more likely to end in an intensive care unit and 4.5 times more likely to need a ventilator when compared to patients with healthier gums. So make sure you keep your gums as healthy as ever. Now second important symptom is oral ulcers and blisters or aphthous stomatitis. Now there have been few reports of patients with COVID-19 experiencing ulcers and blisters in mouth, particularly on lips, tongues, cheeks, gums and palate. These ulcers are painful and are similar in appearance to canker sores. Now, COVID-19 virus cause vascular anomalies by damaging the blood vessels. Virus can gain entry into the endothelial cells that line the blood vessels via the ACE2 receptor and damages them. Now, this results in reduced blood supply and oxygen deprivation, ultimately leading to tissue death and necrosis. Now, ulceration and tissue damage can be further exacerbated by increased inflammation and upregulation in inflammatory mediators due to COVID-19 virus. Now, it is also suggested that if coronavirus can replicate and infect in the oral epidermal cells and fibroblast, it can cause superficial necrosis and oral ulceration. Now, in mild cases, oral mucosal lesion develop before or at the same time as the initial respiratory symptoms. However, in those who required medication and hospitalization, the lesions develop approximately 7 to 24 days after the onset of symptoms. Now, third important symptom is loss of taste and smell. Loss of taste is known as ageusia and loss of smell is called anosmia. Now, a sudden onset in the loss of taste and smell are two symptoms that are most common and earliest indicator of COVID-19. Now, these are seen in up to 80% of the cases. The mechanism behind this loss is suspected to be viral disruption of the cranial nerves 1, 7, 9, and 10, as well as disruption of the sustentacular cells in the nose. These cells are the supporting cells to the olfactory nerve, which is the nerve responsible for you to smell. Now, sustentacular cells are highly rich in ACE2 receptors, which make them one of the first cells to be infected in the body. Now, to taste things properly, you need to smell things properly, which explain why the loss of smell is associated with loss of taste. Now, luckily, these effects are temporary, and about 90% of the patient regain their sense of smell and taste in 2 to 6 months of recovery. Important oral manifestation in a COVID patient is dry mouth or xerostomia. Now, there are several factors as to why a person may have a dry mouth. These include mouth breathing associated with use of a mask, side effects of certain medications being given for the treatment, or simply dehydration. Now, mouth breathing can desiccate oral tissue, especially without frequent hydration. Associated anxiety, depression, and stress can also cause a drop in the salivary flow. A dry mouth can make you feel a sense of dryness or stickiness in the mouth and further makes the saliva a little thicker. Having a bad breath is also sometimes a common sign of dry mouth. It can also induce difficulties in chewing food, speaking, and make you experience a harsh burning sensation at the roof of your mouth. Now, a dry mouth puts the host oral cavity at risk for erosion, fungal infections, and dental caries. So, drink a lot of water and keep yourself hydrated, especially in the warm weathers. Fifth important symptom is COVID tongue. There have been a few reports of patients complaining of an enlarged, swollen, painful tongue, and even the appearance of something like a geographic tongue. Now, normally, a geographic tongue is a harmless, benign inflammatory condition in which certain areas on the tongue surface become denuded, and these areas are irregular in shape. Now, the size, shape, and location of these patches keep on changing each time they appear. These denuded patches often appear for a short time and generally do not require any treatment. The appearance of geographic tongue during COVID-19 infection could be the result of cytokine load which stimulate inflammation and also because the tongue has multiple ACE2 receptors. Now, another way COVID-19 could impact the oral cavities and most particularly the tongue is by altering its sensation and texture. Mouth irritation, swelling, and multiplication of the pathogen near your oral cavities can make your tongues feel weird. It can also make your lips and tongues tingle or feel a little more irritated than usual. Now, COVID could also cause a change in the color of the tongue. For example, unlike a normal healthy pink tongue, unusual redness, white patches, or dark colored tongue could be witnessed when the virus strikes. Eighth oral symptom is increased incidence of fungal infection or oral candidiasis. This could be due to dry mouth or use of inhalation steroids as a treatment measure for COVID. Now, steroids often upset the local inflammatory response and imbalance the oral microbial environment. This leads to increase in the number of fungal organisms and their infection. So, in order to avoid a fungal buildup, try to rinse your mouth with water after each inhalation steroid use. At number 9 is silodinitis and parotitis in COVID patient. Now, silodinitis is the inflammation and enlargement of the salivary gland, especially submandibular gland. And parotitis is the inflammation and infection of the parotid gland. Now, COVID-19 virus can infiltrate the salivary gland and infect the saliva. It is now believed that because of saliva's ability to harbor this infectious organism as biomarker for early detection, it can be employed as an alternative test for the presence of coronavirus. Now, the saliva test is easy, safe, and non-invasive. The earlier a patient is diagnosed, the better the prognosis in reducing the severity of the disease and possibly preventing serious complications. Now, 10th oral manifestation of COVID is cracked or fractured teeth. Even though it is not directly linked to coronavirus, but during this pandemic, dental professionals are seeing an increase in tooth fractures and patient complaints of sensitive teeth, pain in the jaws, teeth falling out, teeth turning gray, aching cheeks, and migraine. All of these signs and symptoms indicate that these patients are clenching and grinding their teeth more often. Now, clenching and grinding teeth is known as bruxism. First, this condition could be due to psychological stress related to health concern, staying at home all the day, and joblessness. Second, poor orthopedic working posture at home could lead to bruxism. Third, sleep deprivation or obstructive sleep apnea could result in this condition and cracked teeth. Finally, because people have remained indoors for months, they are lacking adequate sun exposure, which could aid in vitamin D formation. Vitamin D is important for healthy bones, teeth, and muscles. Now, additionally, current data suggests that patients with COVID-19 have inadequate level of vitamin D in their blood. Now, other less often reported oral manifestation in coronavirus infection include Kawasaki-like lesions. In this, changes of the lips and the oral cavity include erythema, dryness, fissuring, peeling, vertical cracking, and bleeding of the lips, a strawberry tongue with erythema in a prominent fungiform papillae, and diffuse erythema of the oropharyngeal mucosa. Another oral symptom in COVID is angular cheilitis. It is the inflammation of one or both corners of the mouth. Often the corners are red with skin breakdown and crusting. It can also be itchy or painful. Another oral manifestation in COVID is erythema multiforme-like lesion. It is an acute mucocutaneous condition which is caused by a hypersensitivity reaction. In this, there is appearance of cytotoxic T lymphocytes in the epithelium that induce apoptosis in the keratinocytes, which ultimately lead to satellite cell necrosis. Another less often reported oral manifestation of corona is angina bullosa-like lesions. Now, angina bullosa is a rare benign disorder which is characterized by one or multiple blood-filled blisters in the oral cavity, mainly soft palate and sometimes oropharynx. Now, another rare manifestation is atypical Sweet syndrome. Sweet syndrome is an acute neutrophilic dermatosis that occurs with malignant diseases. Now, COVID-19 patients have presented with atypical Sweet syndrome with aphthous ulcers and pustules on hard palate and buccal mucosa. Now, a very few COVID patients also presented with Melkersson-Rosenthal syndrome. It is a rare neurologic disorder which is characterized by recurrent facial paralysis. In this, there is swelling of the face and lip, usually the upper lip, which is called cheilitis granulomatosis, and development of folds and furrows in the tongue, called fissured tongue. Now, do remember that these changes in the mouth and tongue aren't precise COVID-19 symptoms right now and may not affect everyone. However, with the changing behavior of the virus and a rise in cases, any symptoms and sudden unusual symptoms are worth getting checked. Consider getting a test done at the earliest if you experience unusual changes or experience other COVID symptoms. So quarantine and isolate as needed and get help. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel.